Hello, my love. I hope that you are doing well. Today, I am Noni Night, and I hope that your week has been fabulous. So today, I drew another card for you, and it is Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. Now, what does this card exactly mean? It says that you have been working so hard, so vigorously. You have been doing that thing with all that force, and it is working out. However, it is time for you to start switching gears so that you can balance yourself out and start getting more in tune with the feminine energy, which is to start attracting and pulling that which you need so that you can work just a little bit smarter. Now, a lot of people like to think that feminine energy is typically weak due to our society's stigma of masculine and feminine energies. I want you to know that that is absolutely wrong. Okay, we're going to prove a lot of things wrong today. Now, masculine and feminine energies are both equally very powerful. It's just that they are powerful in their own individual way. Masculine energy is more like a push, all right? It's going to force things into a certain direction. As feminine energy in the opposite corner is going to pull, it's going to magnetize, it's going to attract. Now, both of these polar opposites are very necessary for both male and females to understand and to harness within themselves, because we all need a balance, okay? Think about the sun and the moon. We need both the sun and the moon for this earth to work out. The sun, on the other hand, is more typically the masculine energy. Think about what sun means in like Spanish, for example. El sol. It is a masculine term. That is because the sun provides us forces, its heat, its energy, its light onto this world. All right? And the moon, on the other hand, which is la luna in Spanish, is more feminine in its energy. And la luna is more of a pulling, attracting, magnetic, energetic force. Think about full moons. You not only go crazy and everyone's like, why is everyone just going bananas out here? But the tides will rise during full moon. Come on. That is a direct pull. Understand masculine and feminine energies. But also understand that now is the time for you to tap into your feminine energy and start pulling things your way. How are you going to do that? You're going to actually be that which you want to attract, so that you can attract more of that which you want in an abundant fashion, okay? If you want to learn more about abundance, check out my other videos on abundance. Okie dokie? Cool. Now, speaking of feminine energy and breaking up our social stigmas, I'm so excited. We're going to talk about witchcraft today. Now, why are we going to talk about witchcraft? Because it is another social stigma in this current society that is, kind of evolving into people becoming open, but still not quite so much, okay? A lot of people, they hear witch and they're like, you're going to put a curse on me. You're going to go to hell. Listen, guys, let's stop putting fear into things that you don't understand. All right? That's what I'm here for. I'm going to help you understand things that not a lot of people are going to talk about. Cool? Cool. So first of all, witchcraft falls under paganism. What exactly is paganism? Paganism is an umbrella term for a spirituality that connects the universe to nature itself. Now, what exactly is nature? Nature is you. It is me. It's all the elements that we have around here. It's the plants, the animals, just about everything that is earthly and primal in this world is nature. We are nature, guys. So what am I trying to say? We are a direct connection to divinity itself. We don't really need anything else unless you just give your whole soul away. All right? So, understand that when I say you are an interconnected metaphysical being, I mean that you are directly connected to the divine state of this universe. All right? It's huge. Paganism is a huge umbrella term that defines a lot of different belief systems. Okay? Some people believe in one God. Some people believe in multiple gods. Some people believe in no gods. And other people believe in themselves. All right? Some pagans are witches. Most pagans are not witches. Every pagan wants to learn more about life, the universe, and how everything connects to itself. because we are huge, huge believers in energy. Everything has energy in it. All right? So we like to combine intuition and spirituality with intellect and science itself. Why? Because there's a balance with everything, okay? Paganism is a lifestyle itself. We don't just go to church every Sunday and feel divine. We don't just do rituals on a full moon and feel divine. It is an entire lifestyle. Just like as if you were to go on a diet, your diet isn't supposed to be something that's just meant for you to lose weight and that's it. No, your diet is a lifestyle so that you can continuously improve yourself throughout your life. That is also the definition of spirituality itself. You are continuously improving yourself from the inside out. All right? So, now that we've gotten that out of the way, it's also important for you to understand that paganism has been here since the beginning of human evolution. All right? We have things such as astrology that not only helps you get home through the stars, through the suns, through the planets, but also understands human patterns, giving way to a lot of different archetypal based sciences. All right? It is also the reason for farming, because we have to understand how the earth works in order to tend it. And it gives us the prime idea of respecting and understanding earth, understanding that we are all connected to it, which is why we have to take care of the earth itself. Paganism stems a large series of influences that we have in this current day. It's just that not a lot of people like to understand that because it's propaganda for other forms of belief systems. I like to think, this is my personal belief, I like to think that there are certain belief systems in this world that like to be businesses, okay? And these businesses, what they want to do is monopolize this world. And so they'll send missionaries out in other cultures without any further understanding of these varying cultures, just to give our or their influence onto these different cultures, just to spread their business. Now, I get it. Belief systems are not meant to be businesses. But if you really think about it, what is the best way to kill off your competition? You want to spread negative propaganda about other forms of businesses so that all the business comes to you. I feel like belief systems love to play that game. That is why the society is not open-minded to words such as paganism and witchcraft, things that are not even harmful to you at all. In fact, we love the earth. We are more genuine than genuity comes, guys. Like, if you meet a random pagan, you will understand that they are really here for you, me, and all of us. And we don't really mean any harm for you. Yet we tend to get the most crap, and that is because the propaganda that antagonizes pagans and people of that sort, people who are not considered to be the paradigm of belief systems, are just, outcasted in this world. And so it's important to understand that your belief system isn't supposed to create negative propaganda about any other individual in this world. We're not supposed to be antagonizing anyone. It doesn't matter what you believe in. Stop antagonizing people. Because in the end of the day, sorry guys, all we want to do is get to a much better place. But we can get to a better place together, understanding that we all believe in different things. Alright? So, you understand now that paganism is an umbrella term that impacts society on a daily basis from the beginning of, human history, in that it also includes a multiple faceted, sorry guys, I'm at a loss of words today. It basically influences many different kinds of belief systems as well, many religions, many spiritualities. And you know what? We paganisms are okay with the fact that everyone is very individual in their perception. That is exactly what we need in order to start opening minds and connecting our puzzle pieces. We need diversity, okay? So let's move on to a very specific, diverse form of belief system, which is witchcraft, all right? So everything that I just told you about paganism is what witchcraft uses as its idealist perception. Yet, we take it a little step further. Now, you remember what I said about energy being in you, me, all of us, and that we also use, you know, scientific theories like the law of conservation. You know, energy can either be created or destroyed but transferred, right? So, what witchcraft does is those under this belief system use this law of conservation, and we take the energy, that which is abundant, by the way, in all of us and around all of us, and we manipulate it in a way to direct it, all right? And when we direct it, we either push or pull, because it's a balancing act, in order to make things happen. That is witchcraft. Witchcraft, simply explained. I hope that was simple for you at least, okay? So what I'm trying to say is that witchcraft is very simple. We like to understand the universe. We want to hone the energy, harvest it, and then direct it. Now, we all have energy. Everyone is very well understanding that we have energy. We use energy on a daily basis. We consume it when we eat. We use it when we work, blah, blah, blah. Now, if we do these things on a physical and emotional level, how is it wrong for us to do it on a spiritual level? It's not, okay? Now, we take this, we witches take that on a very holistic level, and we connect the physical, the mental, emotional, and the spiritual, and we understand that energy is in all of these things. And if we are in control of them on a physical level, on an emotional, mental level, then we can also control it on a very spiritual level. Because that is what we are. We are directly connected to divine energy. So, if we are controllers or, you know, mediums to all of this greatness, why not use it? That's the point. We're gonna use it. Alright, that's it. Now, a lot of people like to think that there's so much wrong with witchcraft. It's probably because you haven't done your research on it and you're hearing everyone else's biases on it. Stop using bias and propaganda as a way to understand the world. Do your research. I can honestly tell you that paganisms, true pagans, are continuously seeking knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment, not just on an intuitive level, but also an intellectual level, in order to balance things out and continue to understand this world. That is why we don't have fear of other religions and spiritualities and things of that sort, because that is one less battle that we need to worry about. Come on, guys, seriously. But let's talk about the most common fears about witchcraft and paganism, okay? People are so afraid of black magic. Dang, guys. Alright, so first of all, let's understand that light, dark, good, bad, there's a balance of all of this in everything, including humans, okay? So just like you might have, you know, a really good person, you're also going to have like a really bad person. Depends on how you choose to harness your own energy, not just as a witch, but as a regular human being. The way that you talk to yourself, the way you talk to other people, the way you act to other people. It's not about what kinds of forces are against you. It's about who we are and what we stand for. So stop being afraid of something that's not out to get you. We're not out to get you, okay? We just want to hug trees, talk to them, gain a little enlightenment from this universe. I just want to sit in a corner most days, not like in a corner in like a house or anything, maybe like a corner on the top of a hill or something, and just meditate, okay? We don't want to harm you. We just want to be left alone, and we want people to stop judging us. Stop being so judgy. What is up with you? Okay, we don't judge you. Why are you judging us? Cool? Cool. Alright, there's also the fear of spirits and spiritual activity and things of that sort. First of all, whether or not you acknowledge this, spirits are here, okay? They see you, whether or not you see them, which is a-okay, alright? It's something that happens. We are interconnected metaphysical beings. You really think that we are the only things on the earth? You really think that this is the only planet with life in this entire expanding universe? Come on, guys. We are so much more. As soon as we stop limiting our belief on who we are and how significant we are because we're the only ones, as soon as we stop limiting that belief, you'll start to open your eyes and see that there's so much more out there, okay? And if you really think about it, I don't want to be a biased individual. However, if you are a religious individual and you don't believe in spirit itself, what exactly are you following? Because as far as I know, religion is the basis of some form of spirit. And therefore, we are interacting with spiritual activity. So why would you be afraid of something that should already be a part of your belief system? I'm just saying, I'll leave that out there, okay? Now, there's also the fear that witchcraft is a sin according to the Bible. First of all, leave people alone, alright? I went hiking a couple of months ago, and I got stopped by this one person who wanted to teach me about Jesus. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. If you want to tell me what you believe in, that's cool. You know, I'll listen, and I'll actually, entertain this. It doesn't mean that I will believe in what you believe in. It's that I believe that it's important for us to express ourselves and for you to feel comfortable to express yourself. However, this one person goofed. You know why? Because he told me that that was the only way to find love. And I said, are you sure about that? And I gave him my spiel on reasons and love, universe, I do what I do. And he said, I'm afraid you're in the wrong direction, and that might lead you to a very bad place in your afterlife. And I thought, is this person serious? What? You're gonna tell me how you believe things? And then I'm going to tell you how I believe things, and then you're the only right one? That's some ridiculous stuff. I'm just saying, let's stop the hypocrisy here, and stop putting sin on things that you don't believe are just only a part of this one particular book. Knowledge. There's a reason why we have so many different libraries out here, guys. There are so many ways to interpret knowledge and wisdom. It is time for you to start reading more. It's time for everyone to start reading more, okay? Let's stop being a hypocrite. Now, there's also nothing wrong with understanding your power in whatever way that means for you. There, however, is something wrong with continuously giving your power away. For individuals like myself, I use witchcraft as a way to understand my power. If you have another way, use it. It's your life. I'm not living your life, you are, okay? Just stop giving your power away. Stop it. It is time for you to start checking out my other videos, reading my other blogs, because I'm here to show you that you are truly powerful. You just have to remember that. You just have to remember that you are powerful. You are beautiful. You are creative, and you have so much going on for you. You just have to start tapping into who you are. And if you need help, I'm here for you, okay? And no, witches don't want you to convert. That is the last thing we want you to do. We just want you to do you, and we want to be left alone. Mostly, we want to be left alone, because all we want to do is just give you a hug when you're not feeling okay, and then just give you a piece of wisdom when you need it. Okay? Oh yeah, and one more thing. Just because we're a witch doesn't mean that we're against religions. Like, I have known plenty of people who do witchcraft, and they're Christians, or they're Muslim, or they're part of a huge dominant religion. There's nothing wrong with that. To each their own. They believe in whatever they need to in order to empower themselves and in order to understand this universe. Okay? So, in conclusion, stop invoking fear and guilt in each other. Okay? We need one last battle in this world, and that is the battle of perception. We need varying, diverse perception in order to understand each other and this world that we live in. Stop propagating fear and guilt on things that you don't understand. Stop that. Okay, it's time to start empowering each other. Say, okay, you believe in this. What exactly does that mean? And then, once you hear them, do your own research. And I mean actually sit down and read. Okay? It is time for us to start enlightening ourselves and to empower each other. Let people believe in what they want to, because in the end of the day, each and every one of our afterlives are going to be different. Cool? Cool. Alright, that's all I wanted to tell you today. I'm so excited to just teach you, to tell you, to help you understand just a little bit of my piece of this world. And so I hope that this helped you some. And if you have any more questions, concerns, or comments, feel free to contact. I am Noni Night. And I hope that you have a great week, okay? Mwah. Goodbye, my love.